Welcome to Soft Resin channel. In this video, we are going to be producing the drawing of this steel structure, alright, as well as the foundations drawing. Okay, and so in the last video, we were able to model this and then analyze it as well as design, and then we were able to navigate to the Prota Steel right there, and then carry out all the necessary connections of this steel structure successfully. So in this video, we will be considering the drawings. Okay, we are going to be producing drawings of this steel structure. So I'll take us through the right way to carry out drawings generations in Protasteel successfully. But before then, I want to be introducing you to a template we are going to be using in this presentation. So in this presentation, we have a Protek company detailing template. Okay, and we also have steel warehouse design template. Okay, so these two templates are the template we're going to be using. If I should double click on this folder, you will notice that I have a template right here. Okay, for beam or raft on beam foundations. I have Protek structural detailing template for part footings, and as well for pile foundations, slab raft foundations, and as well as wide strip foundations. Okay, so these are various foundations, okay, and the templates which you can use. But in this case, we'll be using the part footings because we are having some part footings and pedestal right there. So we'll be using this template. All right, so the links to this template is in the description of this video. So if you download it successfully and then you open it, you will find altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 AutoCAD file inside of that template. Okay, while this one is the steel template, if you also download it, you find it in a zip file like this. You just have to extract it, okay, without a password. All right, and then you have this. Once you double click on this is going to open for us in AutoCAD. So all of the steel drawings we are going to be generated, we will be copying all to this template for ease of editing. So the link to this template is in the description of this video. So this is a complete warehouse and workshop drawings, okay, detailed drawings just like this, as you can see. So with the help of this steel drawing template, you will be able to actually edit and arrange your steel drawings successfully. That is the main purpose of this template. You can reference this, how all of this has been, you know, arranged and as well detailed, and be able to detail your own steel drawings. Okay, this is all together, it is all together about 30 pages, okay, for this particular steel drawing template. And as you can see, it contains almost all the informations, the bar bending schedule, the steel weight, and the rest of that, because the foundation of it is on concrete. So this is the concrete aspect of it well detailed. Okay, so with this, it is going to actually help you in your steel design drawings and detailing successfully. Okay, so the link to this template is in the description of the video. I'm just showing you this template because we are going to be using it. Okay, we'll be carrying all the drawings we produce Protasteel to this particular template, so we can be able to edit it successfully. So let us make progress. At first, we are going to be producing the foundation drawing of this design. All right, so since we have already checked all the pedestal, everything is being designed, as well as the foundations in the previous lesson, we will just have to proceed to the Prota detail right there. So if you click on the Prota detail right there, so once you click on the Prota detail, it is going to launch us into Prota detail successfully. Here we go. So you just have to click on auto generate details. So once you click on auto generate detail, it will come up with a draw detail dialog just like this. Click on draw right there, and then you just have to click anywhere in the seed environment to be able to generate your drawings just like this. So here is the foundation drawings generated successfully. You can see the part footings as well as the pedestal. All right, so here are the details. Okay, so here are the footings details as well. Okay, and this is Protastructure 2022, just as I said earlier. If you want this program, you can contact us through the link in the description of this video. Will assist you to get this program successfully. Alright, so after which we'll be exporting the whole of this to AutoCAD. So you click on this, right click, then click on export right there. So we'll be leaving the name as drawing 1, and then we'll choose the lower version of AutoCAD 207, and then click on the export right there. So this is going to actually export us and open the file directory, so we can be able to double click on it so that it will open in AutoCAD just like this. So you click on the continue opening DWG file, which the drawings will be generated in AutoCAD just like this. So once your drawing is here now in AutoCAD, what you just need to do, highlight all of these drawings like this, right click, and then you come over to where you have a copy right there. After you have it copied, you just have to navigate to the template right there, Protek company template. Double click here and then come over to the type of foundations you are designing, which is the pad footing foundation. So double click right there. Once you double click, it shows you the old drawings arrangement for this pad footing buildings. Okay, this building is being designed, okay, successfully, and then the foundations is pad foundation. So here is going to be a kind of a reference drawing for us, and also you can also pick some other important items here and use our drawing successfully. Okay, and then the order of arrangement of our drawing, you have to take this order of arrangement of drawing to be able to get the exact, order of arrangement of your drawing, even as you print it out. Okay, so having come to this place, you have to right click and then go to clipboard and paste all of the drawing you copied here. So once you paste all of this drawing here, you can see the changes this template has made to these drawings. It has added the thickness and as well as the font to this text successfully and the rebars. So with this, now you can start to edit your foundation successfully. If any of these foundations is carrying the same size, there are already edited footings here, so you can just copy these footings and make use of it at ease. You can copy any of this column and then edit it. Just few editing you will do on it, and then you are done. So this is the main point where this template is very, very important. So we are done with this one. So let's get back to Prota Steel so that we can continue from there in generating the steel drawings of the steel structure successfully. Alright, so here is Prota Detail. So in this extent, we are going to be generating drawings. But before then, if you check very well, you will see that I have some other views right here. So I want to be taking you 3D views as first. So this one is the active view, which is the 3D view. Alright, so if you double click here, you have the plan view. So this view is also important to us. Okay, so it's important to us. We will put it as well inside the drawings. And then if you come over here, you have another plan view at that level. Okay, then if you come to the story two line here, it will show you the roof. Okay, this is very, very important also to us. So we are going to be sending all of these, okay, to the details drawing environment, so that we can actually take them to the template right there. So you double click on the elevations one right there. So this is just like the length aspect of the elevations. Okay, the length, then the width elevations. I will be showing us how you can get that the same way I got this length elevations of the structure. So let's get back to the 3D right there. We have this, so this way is the width and here is the length. So the one that we've gotten so far is the length, which is on the grid line 3. All right, so we are going to be having another section at grid line E. All right, so we go to the view right there, and then you click on to view by 2 points. Okay, so you zoom closely to grid line E at this point, pick that point, come over to this other point and pick that. So it's going to view it for us just like this. Okay, so this is the width of the structure. All right, so you can see all of the gusset plates, okay, and the welded connection successfully. Okay, so what you see in this one is a micros. You can actually disable it from that point. Okay, just like this. So with this, just double click right there, and then you just write it as the width elevations. Okay, so you can just put it as the width elevations right there. Width elevation, just like this. Let's make this capital letter like this. Alright, so after we click on apply right here, so it will reflect here. Alright, click on the OK options, just like this. So we have gotten these elevations now. The next thing we have to be doing is we'll get back to 3D. Double click on the 3D right there. Okay, so at this point, I want to show you how I created this details, this detail connection box. This detail connection box is very, very important. It is this detail connection box that give you something that look like this. Something that look like this. So you can see this section there. So this one is in the steel template. Okay, so it is the detail connection box that give you this. Okay, so that is the function of the detail connection box. You're going to call these sections like this for you. All right, so let us get back, so we continue. All right, so I will show us how to create the detail connection box, maybe for 1 or 2 places, so that you can actually have an idea on how that is being done successfully. So as you can see, I have it in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 places. I have it. Okay, so you look for those provisions where you needed to have a connection that intersect at a point like this point, and then you create the box. So the detail box, it will actually create the connections in that provisions for you. So what will you do if you want to do that successfully? Let's, for instance, we needed to actually create a detail connection box for this particular place. Okay, so you select the connections that you wish to create the detail connections at. Okay, so having it selected like this, you come all the way to the Steel tab right here, and then click on this detailing items manager, this one. So once you click on that, the item manager dialog will come up. So these are the details I've created already, the 6 ones I've created. So for this one now is for gusset plate connection. So I'll just key in their gusset just like this, gusset, okay, count like this. So once you have to first of all select the connection, all right, before you click on the detailing item manager. So in this dialog now, you key in the name of the connection right there, click on add. So after you click on add, click on select. Now you have to select all the elements that's actually being connected to the connection. So I'll select this one and this one, after which I right click. Once I right click, I will have this. So you can see the way I managed to place the detailing items manager right there. So I will want to see the 3D of this connections point. So I will go plus sign right there to actually add the 3D right there. Okay, so after which click on the close option. So the detail is being added. So this is how you can actually create a detailing items, okay, using the manager successfully. Okay, all right. So after having done that, the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be, numbering the structural elements. Okay, so what we need to do is to get all of these structural members selected. So once they are selected, we go to the drawing and report right there. So you can see perform numbering. So click in the drop down, the first option, perform numbering, click right there, and then you click on the applied and start numbering right there. So you give the program some time to be able to carry out the numbering of all the structural elements successfully. As you can see, the numbering is ongoing. So numbering completed successfully. You can see, click on the OK option. So in the numbering option dialog, you just have to click on apply right there and then click on closed. So having numbered all of this now, we are going to start producing our drawings successfully. So for us to produce drawings, there are 2 types of drawings you have to produce, but we'll be considering the first one, which is very, very important, which is the assembly drawing. We have the single part drawing, we have the assembly drawing successfully. All right, so we are going to be creating the drawings depending on the member, so that we just want to avoid repetitions of members. Sometimes you can select all of these objects, all of this structure like this. If all is selected, you can just right click and then come over to create drawings, and then you can be able to create past drawings of this whole structure. You can be able to also create an assembly drawing of this whole structure. But meaning that most of the times, if I want to create my own drawings, I wouldn't do it like that. I created a drawing based on the members. Okay, I can just pick these members now and create an assembly drawing for this member, and I know that this type of member, I have it 1, 2, 3, 4. So any drawing result I have, I multiply by 4 to get the drawings for this particular member that is at the external, okay, edge of this structure. So I can pick this one for the internal. So this one now can serve for this and this. Okay, so we have 3 this side and 3 the other side. Altogether is 6. So if I get the drawings of this now, I can multiply it by 6 to get actual number and the detailed drawings of the intermediate stanchion successfully. And also, using that method will help you to be able to label all of your drawings successfully. But if it will actually take some time to be able to create drawings using that pattern. Okay, but I believe I've explained it. For the trusses, you just have to create drawing for one of the trusses, just one of these trusses, and then use it for the rest of the trusses successfully. So the pattern we're going to be considering now, we are going to be creating the whole drawing at once, so it will not take us much time. Okay, but if you check in my previous video on how to create drawing in Prota Steel, you will actually notice that it was that method I used successfully. So I'll be highlighting all of these members in this structure just like this, and I right click, and then I'll go straight away to create drawings. So I'll be creating assembly drawings right there. So if I click on create assembly drawing, it is going to create altogether 69 drawings. All right, so altogether 69 drawings. Okay, so let's wait for the drawings to be created successfully. Alright, so all the drawings is being created successfully. So what you just have to do, you just have to navigate to the drawing manager. Here is the drawing module. Alright, so you just double click on the drawing manager right there. So these are all the drawings that has been created successfully. So now if you select any of the drawing right like this, you can't just be able to double click on it. Once you double click on that, it's going to take us to the environment where we can actually see and edit these drawings successfully. So this particular one is still creating. Okay, altogether we have about 80 items inside of this particular drawings module right there. Okay, 80 items. So it's been generated. I'll close this now. So here are the items we are having. Okay, so now we have this, and as you can see, okay, this is a hollow square sections. Okay, 30 by 30. All right, so this could be the this could be one of the braces that we are having right there. Okay, so that is the issue we normally encounter creating drawings, looking at the whole structure. Okay, but if you create it one by one, you can be able to easily identify the drawings, that this one belongs to this place or the other one belongs to this other place. Okay, but once you create all the drawings at once, you find it difficult to actually identify where these drawings and which of the members are for this drawings successfully, because you may not necessarily see the name, but you may see the pack mark successfully. All right, so as you can see over here, we have a table here. So this table actually shows us the packed name, okay, the pack number, the pack name, and as well as the weight, okay, and the number required and the rest of that. Okay, so this is the drawing. So this drawing now can be exported to AutoCAD successfully. So if I should close this now, click on yes options, it will take me back to the environment. If I want to get back to the drawing modules, I just double click on these drawings and it take me to the drawing modules. I go to the drawings manager and then I'll see all of the drawings successfully, just like this. Okay, so if I should select this now and then I double click on that, it's going to also create a 12 numbers of items in this particular drawings right there. So you can now see we have these items, and here are the boats. Okay, we have 10 pieces of that. Okay, so here is the sections. Okay, the longitudinal sections AA. So you can see sections is being cut here. Okay, section AA of the boat. Okay, so now I want to be showing us something here before we actually transfer those drawings to AutoCAD. I'll show you something. Now if you want to see the scale of this, you can double click on this boundary and then you have a viewport property editor. This editor can come over to detailing, come to labeling right there. So you can drop this label outside. So say locate outside, click right there. So you can also change the font if the font is too big, and then activate the scale. It's a scale text setting. So you just click on this to check that, to have it activated. Once you click on apply, you have the the scale right there, which is 1:10. Okay, just like that. Okay, so the same thing is applicable to all of this. All right, so if you see some repeatable dimensions here, you can also dimension using these dimensions tools right there. Okay, so this is how we edit drawings in a Prota data. So this is actually the boat's drawings. Okay, so if you come over here, you can see the material list of the boat drawings successfully, just like this. So you take your time to go through it and be able to study it for your understanding. If there is any question, you can actually drop it in the comment sections, which I'll answer you successfully. Okay, so without wasting much time, we will be exporting those drawings to AutoCAD. So what we need to do now is we have to close the drawing modules. So you click these permissions, yes options, to come there. At this point now, we double click on the 3D right there. Okay, we need to get out of this module, this drawings module. So you click in this close options right there. Okay, so we are here now. All right, so what we need to do, we need to export those drawings we created. Double click here to AutoCAD. So what you have to do at first, before we actually export those drawings, well, we need to get to the floor plan of this particular structure. So double click here. So close this. Here is the the foundations, the kind of foundations level. Okay, so in this foundations level, what we need to do, we need to be creating the sections that we created, those sections using the section box. Okay, so before you can be able to do that, you have to activate the 3D. Yeah, so right click and then create 3D view here. So this is the 3D view of the drawing here. Okay, so this is the same thing you are seeing in that template. Okay, this is how we create the same thing you are seeing in that template that I've shown to us. All right, just like this. So having created these 3D views, now we want to create the those sections that we actually formed. So we will come over to this 3D, select this 3D, click on this now. So once you click on this, it's going to create the sections automatically. It will automatically create the sections and it's actually loading. Okay, it is actually loading. All right, so you can see all of the sections has been created, so you can see what I was telling you. Okay, so this is the truss connections to the stanchion successfully. You can see how neat and good it is, and the leveling, all of this can be edited successfully. Okay, so this is the brace connections. Okay, so you can now see the way it's being arranged successfully. All right, so all of these are what you will actually use to arrange and put your drawing in order before you actually print it out successfully. Okay, so if you come over here, you can see how this place is connected on the pole lines and as well as the truss braces. Okay, in 3D view. Okay, so if you also come to where we have some of these brace connections, it also shows us everything in 3D successfully, as you can see. So there are some connections here. This is the plate connection, the goose plate, the base plate connections. All right, so you can see the 3D base plate connections. Okay, so if you come over to the main structure, you can see how busy this is. So what you just have to do, delete this. You have to delete this up because it's too busy and it's not presentable at all. So get it selected just like that, right click, and then you find a delete options. If you wouldn't see a delete options, you use the delete options on your keyboard to delete it. But make sure you get it selected first, just like this, and then you can actually use the delete options right there. Then click on yes options to get that deleted. So you can still bring it out if you wish. So you select the right click on create again. So you see this one is less busy now. Okay, so having created this now, we are good to go, and this is being created under story foundations. All right, under story foundations. So you have to take note of that. So this has been saved. Click on the close options and then click on the save. But before you should save that, just cancel it first. Come to this provision, these elevations. You have to also create them up there. So you can see our elevations right there. This one, I click and create it up there. So that is it. Okay, so we wouldn't have any need for all of this again. So let's check the roof. Create for the roof just like this. Okay, we have the roof here. Okay, so for these elevations, if for instance you want to do dimensioning, you can actually dimension this successfully. It's very easy. You can use the vertical dimension for the upward distance dimensions. Okay, so you can pick that point and all the way to this other point of green lines, and then be able to right click to place your dimension. This is 4,500, which is the height of the stanchions. Okay, so from the foundations right there, you can also be able to do your dimensioning successfully. Interrupt that and then pick the vertical dimension again, just like this. Pick this point, and then it actually dimensions from green line point to green line point successfully. So you can actually place it here, right click to place it. That is 1,002, the total depth of the foundations. Okay, so whichever dimension you want to do from this point. Okay, this is horizontal, so you interrupt, you have to pick the horizontal dimension 2. Okay, pick that point, come all the way to this point, pick that. Okay, so you right click right there to have 10 meters right there spanned in that directions. So also you pick the if you want to make an angular dimensioning, this one can use this for angular dimensioning successfully. So this is how all of this is being used. Okay, so where we are creating this is a story foundation, which is story F. Okay, so click on the close options and yes options to close this. Okay, so having closed this, get back to the drawing manager right there. So we need story F, we need this one. Okay, all of this you have to check them because we're exporting all of this now to AutoCAD. So we just have to check all of this that you created successfully. After having checked all of that, come to export over here, click on this export, and then you locate where you want to save this. Okay, so let's say for instance we are saving it inside the let's check videos, the videos. Okay, videos, and then we have a capture area. So I'm saving it inside video and captures. Okay, so click on the OK options and then this altogether 14 items, so it's going to create all of the 14 items in that folders. Okay, so let's wait for it to get done. So you can see 14 of 14 items we created exported successfully. So you click on done options, so after which you have just to close this, and then you can also close this. So we navigate to that folder right there. Okay, so we click right there, come over to this place. So these are all the drawings, okay, that is being exported from Prota Steel to AutoCAD. So if you don't click on this now, it's going to open it in AutoCAD. So once it is open in AutoCAD, just like this, just have to zoom it. So these are your drawings, okay, still drawings in AutoCAD, just like this. So having opened it here, what you just have to do, select all of these drawings right away. Once it's been selected, right click, and then go to clipboard, select copy right there. So having copied it now, you go to the Steel Warehouse design template right here, this one, and then you have to just paste it here. So having pasted it, so you can see how tiny this drawing is. Okay, so if you compare it to this one, you see how bigger this is, and you can see how tiny this one is. Okay, so it will be somehow difficult for you to do your normal editing. So what you need to do is to increase the scale by 100. Okay, so what you just have to do, get this drawing selected. Okay, after having it selected just like this, just type XC on the keyboard, enter. Alright, so having enter, pick any point right there, move your hand this way and key in 100, and then enter. So once you enter, if you scale these drawings so that it can be more visible to this, so you can now see now. So having scaled it to these drawings now, you can now start to carry out your editing. You can first of all copy from this point, copy this out just like this. After you copied it out, you can see all of the connections right there. Everything is actually showing in the 3D format. So this one now is your 3D, which is the same thing as this 3D you are seeing here. Alright, so you now start to carry out your foundation layout, which is the same thing you have here. So you just have to reference this to edit all of these your drawings successfully. So if you get back to the folder where we have the steel drawings right there, the second one we are having there is this one. Double click right there, and you also have all of these drawings as well as sections just like this. The same method you will have to use. Okay, so you just have to select all of this just like this, right click, copy it to clipboard, and then you navigate to the Steel Warehouse template right there, and then you have to paste it here. So pasting it, you can see how small it is, just as I've told you earlier. I like this scale XC on the keyboard, enter, and then pick on these drawings, move your hand this way and key in 100 so that you can meet up with the existing scale of this drawing environment. Okay, click on the enter option there, so to have it. Okay, so this is now on the same scale with these other ones, so you can easily arrange and edit all of this successfully. Maybe if you wouldn't have a good understanding of this, I want to invite you to join our ongoing masterclass training program. Okay, so you can inbox us through the link in the description of this video if you really want to learn and understand very much. But if you can't, I believe with this help of this template now, you can be able to arrange your drawing successfully. But if you want to learn more and understand the nitty-gritty of the Prota Steel and software like Tekla, SAP 2000 ETAPS, okay, you can inbox us and then enroll in our training program, as we will train you to a professional and master levels of using of this program to produce a detailed drawing just the way you are seeing right here. Okay, so this is how you actually produce your drawing. So if you navigate to the Protastructure complete template for the past footage, you still have your drawing. So you have to edit your foundations using this particular template. Okay, and then your sparse structure, you now edit it using this our template successfully. Okay, so I believe this has actually explained deeply on how you can successfully organize your presentation drawings Prota Steel successfully. So at this point, we will say that if there's any question, drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to like. Do not also forget to subscribe to the channel. So stay tuned for more advanced lesson. Bye for now.